Hello, I want to welcome all of the family members and friends of our residents at Attic Angel Place. For those of you who are not familiar with who I am, my name is Colleen Knutson and I'm the Director of Activities here at Attic Angel Place. I know that this is an extremely challenging time for our residents and for our family members and friends. I can only imagine what it is like to not be able to sit next to the person that you love, to hold their hand, to give them a hug, to come visit them every single day. And the job of the activity department and our activity coordinators is to try to engage people throughout the day. We're trying to fill the role of things that family and friends do. One of the best ways that we can do this is through socialization and through the use of technology. And before I explain a little bit more about how we're doing different activities and different levels of care, I do want to share that I'm qualified as a certified Alzheimer's and disease dementia care trainer, and that I'm currently the president of the Wisconsin Representatives of Activity Professionals, as well as serving on the National Association of Activity Professionals. I'm sure you're wondering, what does that mean? It means that I'm kept abreast of what is working and what is not working, what different facilities are doing all over Wisconsin and all over the nation to offer the best care for the residents right now. And so the lovely thing is I can pull ideas from all different areas and I can bring that to serve the residents who are right here at Attic Angel Place. So that being said, we are providing different activities for each level of care. We've taken our activity coordinators and we have assigned them to a specific level of care. Susie Kenyon is in the health center. Laurel Ostermeyer and Barbara Saman are in the households. And we also have our volunteer coordinator, Kathy Schultz, assisting in the households. Kayla Wardlow remains in the Haven, and myself and Katie Sauer are taking care of our apartment residents. Different people have different abilities and they need different things. So during this time when you can't sit next to the person that you love, when you can't hug them, when you can't provide handshakes, when you can't provide reminders, that's what we're here for. And I really want to thank you for trusting us to take care of your loved ones during this time. So how are we doing that? One of the ways is through the use of technology. We have multiple iPads in the facility, and one of the things we're doing is setting up regular appointments for Skype or FaceTime. If you want to talk to your loved one, I know it's not the same as being able to touch them, but to at least see their face, hear their voice, Skype or FaceTime is an amazing way to do this. You can contact reception and they will send you to myself or any of the activity coordinators, and we will set up a time so that you can talk to your loved one. What would be even better is if some families would want to provide iPads or even grandpads for their residents here. That being said, you can bring one in. You can already have all of the phone numbers and contacts in it. All the residents will have to do is press a button to answer the call, and their family and their loved ones are on the other end at any time. And I cannot tell you how important that is right now. After these calls, you should see how residents shine and beam being able to talk to the ones that they love. So Skype and FaceTime, even Zoom calls, is a wonderful way to communicate. I've seen family members come in and visit through windows. That being said, we can't crack the windows at this point, it's against code. But we can have somebody on one side, your loved one inside, and we can provide an iPad or a telephone so that you can see each other in person while you're still able to talk. That's another thing that can be arranged by calling reception, and either social services or an activity coordinator will step in and assist with this. Another use of technology is we have our own special channel that Attic Angel is control of. It's channel 900, and it goes to every single television in all levels of care here. There's a couple of us that are in charge of it, and we've done some wonderful things. We've recorded Adam. He is doing kickboxing. He is doing fun and fit. He is doing meditation. A lot of wonderful things. We get the schedule out to the residents. We go around and we provide reminders, and people can still actively engage in activities. They can watch Adam, they can hear his voice, they can see the visual cueing, and people will be actively doing exercise in their room. That's something that is so important during this time. We want people to remain physically active. We don't want people to lose their range of motion, their strength, so we're encouraging as much of this as we can right now. We're doing walking tours throughout the building. We have some beautiful artwork here in the hallways, and we'll take residents out and we'll do an art walk. We walk from painting to drawing or sculpture, and we'll stop at each one and we'll say, can you find this? Or how does this painting make you feel? What do you think is happening here? And it's a way to engage their senses, but also to get out and exercise and have some fun. So we're trying to be as creative as we can to still get people up and moving and doing things. In some cases, depending on how your residence room is set up, if they are a few feet apart, we can pull residents into the door frame and have an activity coordinator sit in front and provide exercise that way. We also have activity coordinators and Adam, who is our wellness coordinator, going room to room and offering exercise and balance assistance as needed. So we're really trying to keep people physically active. But again, that's only one piece. What are we doing about mental engagement, about socialization, about spiritual needs? We continue to have our chaplain here, Chaplain Kristen Rice, and she has been amazing with meeting with residents who are struggling. I think it's completely normal right now to expect that your loved one is going to have some grief or some loneliness, some anxiety. This is something that we've never gone through before. And so having our chaplain being able to go in and sit with that person and provide them that comfort, different exercises to work through maybe their possible grief or depression, that's been something that is huge. Besides meeting one-on-one, she's recording worship services, hymn sings, and other lovely things like that we're also putting on Channel 900. This means that twice a week, we still have the ability for residents to participate in a worship service. I understand that it's still from their own room, but hopefully listening to the music, seeing the chaplain's face, and knowing that everybody else is watching this at the same time is enough to provide a little bit more community for them. What are we doing for socialization? As I said, we have a different activity coordinator for each level of care, and that person's sole responsibility right now is to stop in each room and to check on our residents and to see how they're doing. Is it somebody that needs extra socialization where you just need to sit and talk with them? Is it somebody that needs more of a mental stimulation? We have a lot of crossword puzzles and brain games and trivia. We're providing a lot of things like that. We have extra large crossword puzzles, word searches. Our studio coordinator, Katie Sauer, has been amazing in going room to room and offering art and craft supplies. We have a lot of residents that loved being in the studio. That was one of their favorite things. And with not being able to get out of their room and gather in a social gathering right now, we're bringing the studio to them. So Katie is fully aware of what their favorite things to do are, what they like to work on. She loads up her cart and she goes room to room and she offers these projects one-on-one with each person. So the biggest thing we can do right now to keep everybody safe and to make sure we're following the infection control that needs to be done to prevent the spread is to do these one-on-one groups. So please know that somebody is checking in with your loved one on a daily basis and providing many, many different opportunities for them. The chaplain is going to each level of care and she's doing sing-alongs. She will stop in one area and multiple residents can come to their doorway. She'll play guitar and sing, and the staff will sing and dance down the hallway. We're doing happy hour carts in certain levels of care. I believe right now it is the Haven, the household, and the health center that are getting happy hour carts once a week. We're doing ice cream carts. I don't know how anybody can say no to ice cream, but we want to make sure that people are not losing weight, that they're still maintaining a healthy weight during this time. So we've done some ice cream sundaes and ice cream bars, and this also provides a way to reminisce. So as we're handing out these items, we're stopping and we're checking in with each person, spending some time asking questions, doing some reminisce, providing any items upon request. In the apartments, what we're doing is a mobile farmers market, and this has been so well received. We load up something called a trishaw. And if you've never seen the trishaw before, it's almost like a massive bike, but this bike has a special large seat in the front where typically residents can sit and activity coordinators would give them rides outside around the building. Instead, right now, I'm working with our food services coordinator to take fresh produce. So it's typically fruits and vegetables along with some grains. We have cookies, we have bread, we have oatmeal, and we are going room to room in the apartments and we're offering these items because so many of the residents in the apartments were used to cooking for themselves, or we're used to going out to the farmer's market or going to the local grocery store. We want them to be able to continue these things, but in a safe way. And we have found that doing the farmer's market is something fun. and it's a great way to get them to continue to be able to be independent in snacking and in eating. On top of these things, we are using our amazing angel volunteers right now. We have been overwhelmed with angels who want to call residents. They realize that residents may be lonely, that they may be struggling, because we are providing as much as we can, but there's still more need. So to supplement this, we've created a program where we've matched angels with residents. And the angels call residents, they build rapport, they have a relationship. Depending on what your loved one wants, they may call once a week, they may call twice a week, and some residents are really needing daily calls right now. And this has been something that has been so enjoyable for residents, and they're just building this strong relationship with the angels, which is something we're so proud of. The second piece of that is we have angels who are making cards, who are writing letters. We have had an overabundance of these things come in, and we're continuing to tweak that program. So right now we're reevaluating. We're having more angels that want to come in and volunteer, which means more residents are going to get daily telephone calls and weekly cards or letters. So we're really doing as much as we can right now to engage your loved one. I want you to know that on top of all of these things that we're doing, I think one of the best things is knowing that the activity department and the other staff in this building sincerely care for the residents here. They are offering 110% in everything that they do. They love being here. They love offering it all. So I want you to feel calm and comfortable in knowing that the staff who are here are truly honored to be here right now to take care of your loved one. We're going to continue tweaking things. We're going to continue having new ideas. We'll keep you updated on that. And if you have anything that you think might be fun or it might be possible, please contact me. Contact reception. They can send you to my voicemail or they can give you my email address. We're always looking for something new, something extra that we can try. So again, please know that we truly care about your loved ones and we are doing everything that we can right now to keep them engaged. Thank you so much.